Just in case you haven't realized, I'm Ziggy Montgomery, a famous explorer who travels through time asking history's famous figures the big questions. Get it? Got it? Good! Zimzalabim! Today we're materializing way back well over 1,500 years to a magical royal realm of swords and sorcery and Scotch eggs to meet a magical man who certainly worked a lot of night shifts. My dear guest, welcome to the show.
Hey, buddy.
I'm so glad that you would call me buddy.
It's good to be nice to people.
Legend has it that your mum was a nun, but your dad was a demon. Did that make sort of family functions a bit awkward?
Dad was a demon.
Yes.
Yeah, that made it difficult because people were scared of him because he was a demon, and you don't see that very often. And it's a racially charged climate at the moment. People are really down on demons, and they are misunderstood. But really, he's just the same as all of us. He's just red and pure evil.
According to legend, you were actually a shapeshifter. What's the coolest thing you could turn into?
I used to turn into, if I needed to get somewhere, turn into a boat, and then sometimes...
even if it was a land-based journey?
Just a boat with wheels. I just love boats. And sometimes I would change into myself, but just lose the freckles. If I'm on a date or something, just better teeth.
That's handy.
It's really handy.
Although you served Uther Pendragon, a.k.a. King Arthur...
Oh, yeah.
According to legend, you guys had very little liking for one another. What caused this falling out?
Well, I think it was just a case of he wanted to be me, I wanted to be him. Like, he's really good at sword fighting and pulling stuff out of rocks, whereas whenever something gets stuck in a rock of mine, I can't get it out, and he refuses to. And, but I can shapeshift, so I can turn into him, for example, and play sweet pranks.
Look, we're almost out of time, so it's time for our fast question round. You ready for this?
Oh, sure.
Gandalf or Dumbledore?
I'd probably be able to beat them both if they were unconscious.
Well, that seems like you've really stacked the odds in their favour. You're a seer. Care to make a prediction of the future?
Yeah, actually. I think in the year 2020, Firefly will be back on the air.
Wow. I look forward to that. I love Joss Whedon.
You really have to conjure up some pretty big spells to get reception here.
Speaking of spells, what's your favourite magic trick?
I like the one where, someone's in a box and then you pull the boxes apart and they're in half, and then you put them back together and they're back together again. And
how do you do that?
Well, I don't know. I've failed multiple times. One of the reasons Arthur doesn't like me is because of how many times I've stuffed up that trick.
You've just killed a whole bunch of maidens.
Not just maidens, like just a lot of things that are alive are now dead because of that trick. But I'm going to get it.
Why are club magicians so creepy these days?
Well, I think there's a lot of pickup artists out there who use magic to sort of, attract the opposite sex.
Right.
Whereas, if you do actually know magic, you can just cast a spell and to get someone to love you. It's unethical.
Yes.
Which is why I have done it, but, this context, obviously, she didn't like me, so I cast a spell. Anyway, she still didn't like me after the spell was cast, but... Well,
that's all right. There's plenty of ladies watching. Is there anything you'd like to tell them?
Yeah. So I'm single, and I know magic. And if you are single as well...
Merlin, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Thanks for watching, Time Travellers. Catch the next episode here. Subscribe to the channel here. Or see Jimmy live and in the flesh here.